Day 4, and we have completely flipped the switch here. We have moved all the way from Transformers to Kamen Rider. Here we have the basic Dragon Knight toy from Dragon Knight. This is 3/3/4 inch scale, so is the normal G.I. Joe scale figure that seems to be very popular these days, both with kids as well as cheap-ass manufacturing companies. Overall, let's take a look here. You've got some nice paint detailing in the head here. Some nice gold trim there at the top. There you see Ryuki, Dragon Knight's symbol. As well as the lines over the very brightly painted eyes. Stands through a lot more than most Ryuki toys I've seen. So the paint job's not bad. I mean, it is Bandai silver, even if it is Bandai of America silver. It's still okay. Here we have his transformation belt, his advent deck. Well, not too bad. I mean, the paintwork, it's a little sloppier than I'm used to for a Kamen Rider toy, but it's a very small detail in there that's represented pretty well. And, let's see, well, these hips, okay, all well done. And look, fully back. I mean, I'm used to Bandai toys leaving the back unpainted just to be cheap. A lot of little sockets all over the place, too. It's almost like they had planned for something to go on there at some point. But, alas, toy line canceled. Did not happen. So let's look at where it really counts in the articulation. You get the head, which seems to be on some kind of ball joint, but it might just be a really loose, normal socket joint. I'm not quite sure. You have forward and back shoulder rotation, nothing outward. No hip no waist articulation. Wrists do rotate, so that's nice for his sword. Full range of hips, though they seem to lock. Well, okay, that's a little odd. Bandai, consistency please. This one actually has a full range. This one tends to lock in that position for me. Okay, that's a little strange, Bandai. Get your stuff together. You also have, 90 degrees of knee movement. And that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's about the limit to articulation on this thing. Accessory-wise, you get his Advent Sword, which is missing some of the gold and silver detailing from the show, as well as his card reader I can't currently remember the name of. It's missing quite a few paint apps, actually. So it looks like they went cheap on accessories and detailing them out. That's pretty much all to this figure. You get the Advent card with him. Yeah, so I don't own the toy that uses it, so I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this guy. Well, this thing... maybe I should compare him to something like, I don't know, a similar size figure out of Japan, like this thing. This is Motion Revive Den-O, also a sword-wielding Kamen Rider little toy. See, he has a fully articulated neck, lots of little joints all the way, double-jointed elbows, double-jointed knees. His hips rotate as well, they are on a ball joint. Wrists, actually interchangeable hands. He has a fully... You know what? Considering these things are the same scale and roughly the same price point from American to Japanese, I'm kind of shocked at how much cheaper this US toy is in comparison. See, next, what about a comparison to the basic Ryuki figure that they produced in Japan? This is R&M Ryuki. A bit taller, yes, but this is still the primary toy that they made for Ryuki in Japan at the time. See, he gets articulated fingers, the wrists, the elbow. His shoulders do move outward. You can see he features much of the same detailing, though there is a few spots missing in comparison. But a lot of little points that are correctly painted, including his card reader. The back of his hands have been painted. A lot of little details that have been included. Not to mention, ooh, look, swivels. Oh, ankle, actually fully movement. And you also get not only his sword, his shield, and his dragon head blaster. I have not seen Ryuki, so pardon me for forgetting these terms. Oh, look, waist as well. You also get the fully realized drag Gredder, which actually forms all of his accessory components. And you know what? That's not quite fair either. How about same scale, same price point, also released in America? There is the X-Men Origins Wolverine Deadpool figure, comic version, who has fully articulated double-jointed knees, fully articulated hips, shoulders, elbows, head, ankles, 2 swords, a hand pistol, a rifle, a side. You know what? Screw it. At this point, yeah, this is as cheap as a figure can get at that price point and that size. If you want to see why the toys sold so badly, go pick one of these things up and just see how cheap it is. You will see very quickly that it was never worth as much as Bandai was trying to get for it. However, if you're a motion revived collector, I'd say, well, you know what? It is the same scale. The molding and the paint job isn't too far off from each other. Yeah, you might as well pick one up. Maybe just Dragon Knight and Wing Knight, so you can kind of fill in your motion revive Kamen Riders. But you know what? You have G.I. Joes, you have Marvel Universe toys. You've got so much better options out there. Oh, that was rather disappointing. Let's go back to Transformers. So next time, more familiar stuff. By the way, these two would get along so well.